As you've seen and heard throughout this broadcast, the McFamily is facing challenges head-on in 2020. Today, I am honored to share the important work our Global and Cross-Functional Strategic Advisory Council has been doing to help bring overdue societal change in the area of diversity and inclusion. I joined this family in April, just before two viruses, COVID-19 and systemic racism, would change the world and the expectations we have of one another. The public outcry and dedication to dismantling systemic racism has renewed our attention and responsibility to make changes both inside and outside of the arches, to drive equitable opportunity for all who encounter our brand. Despite these extraordinary times, these last 3 months have been some of the most inspiring of my career. What's amazed me most has been our people. Your deep passion for the McFamily, your focus on caring for one another, and your willingness to do the right thing, even when the right thing is difficult to do. This is the spirit that's going to help us build on the work that's already been done, like the strategy launched last year to remove barriers for women in our workplace. But now is our time to lean in and accelerate progress for all. As we say, McDonald's doors are open to everyone. Now we have to make sure that when a person comes inside, they feel welcomed and have an equitable chance to thrive. Diversity and inclusion is about respecting and appreciating what makes us all different in terms of race, gender, ethnicity, age, religion, ability, sexual orientation, education, and country of origin. It's about creating a safe and nurturing environment where we can all be our authentic selves and excel. But we must go farther. We have a responsibility to make our world a more equitable one. Society will accept nothing less, and neither will we. To measure up to that ideal, we've got some work to do. We all agree, to make the progress we're capable of, we have to approach this boldly and authentically, and with a sense of urgency. I truly believe in this family, and in the plan being put together by so many passionate team members around the world. But before I outline the plan, I think it's important to share this space and hear from some of our team members.
We are a very diverse company. We're blessed to be living in Northern California, which is a very diverse area, and we believe that we do a really good job at hiring and have an open mind about who we hire. And what we find is that our workforce looks a lot like the community. We started as a promotional product business, and now we do promotional products and uniforms. And a lot of that has to do with McDonald's commitment to way to be as a diverse company. I think when you're a person of color and you own a business, there are a lot of people who now understand that they can do it also. The world is becoming more and more of a melting pot, and having diverse taste, cultures, palates. We know that this is important for any business, especially if McDonald's wants to continue to cement themselves as the best place to eat in the world, and also the right thing to do.
At McDonald's, our values are integrated into our DNA. Our restaurants are proof of this. The doors are open for new crew without any discrimination of any nationality, gender, colors, race, religion, ability. Yet, we still have work to do when we consider our franchisees or our local HQ. Some markets are starting to introduce actions to improve diversity at the corporate and franchisee level. They are establishing new roles with our recruiters, delivering new training programs for recruitment, and onboarding processes on discrimination, on working together for restaurant managers, staff, and franchisees, because all human beings are born free and equal.
I am so happy to be here at the McDonald's on 65th and Stony Island, which is the first Black McDonald's restaurant in Chicago, owned by Mr. Herman Petty. This is such a beautiful sight to celebrate Mr. Herman Petty. He was a trailblazer, and I'm happy that I was able to be a part of bringing this restaurant to the community and to McDonald's. When I became an operator at this particular location, it was in bad shape. And there were plans to remodel. And at that time I said, well, we need to make it a historical site. I called McDonald's and was able to get the plan changed, and they agreed to make this site a historical site. I wanted to bring the community together and show them and tell them about this wonderful Black man, Mr. Herman Petty. There are very few, or if any, Black historical sites in the city of Chicago, especially on the south side of Chicago. So this was my opportunity to give back to the community. The current progress that I want to see in the current state is words are just words. Actions are just actions. We have to love each other. We have to understand that we're all in this village together. Let's not just put the words out there in the streets. Let's not just make change because it's a quick fix. Let's do it, let's make it permanent, and so that we all could be one loving, diverse McDonald's family. We can make it. We can make that happen.
Thank you to everyone who has spoken so candidly. Your words are incredibly powerful, and our response must be equally meaningful. Our Diversity and Inclusion Advisory Council has started the enormous task of defining what that means. I'm proud to now share with you where we are in that process. For us, that means that McDonald's will use our influence and our scale to accelerate meaningful and overdue societal change for our employees, our franchisees, suppliers, customers, and communities. Moving forward, and in accordance with our values, we will hold ourselves accountable to represent the diverse communities in which we operate, to accelerate cultures of inclusion and belonging, and to dismantle barriers to economic opportunity. One of the ways we'll do this is with the first ever mutual commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. We will track our progress annually and invite all partners to do the same. Together, the cumulative impact we can have is at a scale unlike any other company. A few actions we're committed to take include matching employee representation to availability, with a continued focus on reducing hiring bias and barriers to consideration. We'll reduce barriers for diverse suppliers to enter the McDonald's system and increase our spend in this space. We'll audit our advertising and restaurant experiences to ensure that they reflect the needs and demographics of our customers. Thanks to the scale of the McDonald's system, the impact we can have is unlike any other company. Change doesn't happen just because we want it to. It takes real work by all of us. We want to be the ones to write the new chapter, not only for this company, but for communities around the world. I can't think of a better way to close out this update and show you my hope for every member of this system than to play you a short clip from one of our UK crew members, Tawana.
I first moved to the UK from Jamaica in 2014. Working here at the McDonald's in Hengrove has helped me a lot with my confidence, and making the people here my family is absolutely amazing. And I feel like it's not about the work that you do, it's about the people you work with. My Mac family has been supportive since day one. I started as a crew member, then a crew trainer, then a manager. I've won Employee of the Year within the UK 2019, which is a big achievement for me. With our Mac family, we open our doors to every person.
You know, I had the privilege of meeting Tawana shortly after I joined McDonald's. And when I heard her story, I thought, what if everyone who's part of this McFamily felt the way Tawana feels? Just think about that. That's the kind of McDonald's we can build together.